Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Ida tapati peja tapati papa kari upayatha tapati papa megatanti tapati peyo tapati lokatengago. That either doer suffers here and hereafter. He suffers in both the worlds. The thoughts either have idea, torments him, and he suffers even more when gone to runs off woe. The story of Devadatta from Dhammapada. This stanza was taught by the Buddha when he was in Jetavana monastery with the reference to Venerable Devadatta. You know, Venerable Devadatta is very famous. The Buddha's brother-in-law. You know, Yasodhara's younger brother. The Buddha's young brother-in-law. Yeah? When the Buddha appeared in the world, so I will briefly explain about Devadatta. The story of Devadatta is very long, even in Dhammapada. So I will briefly explain. Is it? When the Buddha appeared in the world, then many of the Buddha's relatives ordained as a bhikkhu in the Buddha's dispensation. There are also many ordained as a bhikkhu in the Buddha's dispensation. You know, some famous princes from royal family of the Sija haven't ordained yet. They are, you know, Bhattiya, the king of Sija country, Nepal. Then Anuruddha, Ananda, Bhagu, Kimila, and Devadatta, they are still lay persons. Later on, many people criticized. Many princes ordained as a bhikkhu. Many of Buddha's relatives ordained as a bhikkhu, but they still hasn't ordained yet. Maybe they don't love the Buddha, or they are not relatives of the Buddha, or this is like this. Because of this reason, later they decided to ordain as a bhikkhu, as a group, you know. Before ordinations, they also enjoy with the sensual pleasures for 7 days, as much as possible. Then, after enjoyment of sensual pleasure, they take out their jewel from their body, then give to Upali. Upali is their servants. Then, okay, please bring those jewels to the royal palace. Then we will not go back to royal palace. We will ordain as a bhikkhu. Then we will go to the Buddha. Then Upali also requested to ordain together with them. Then later, okay, they didn't allow, but Upali also he also put the jewel in one tree. Then those whoever want those jewels, they can take. Then he also relinquished. Then he follows to the princes to ordain together. Then they also cannot prevent him for his ordination. Finally, they ordain together. But we have a lot of mana Saja kings are very proud. They have a lot of mana. Because of this reason, okay, when we ordain as a bhikkhu, we should not have mana. That is why we were allowed Upali servants to ordain before us. Then we can respect Upali as seniors. Then they will be able to reduce their mana, pride, by paying respect to the Upali servants. Is it? Then with this intention, they allow Upali to ordain first. Then later they also ordain. So altogether, 6 princes and Upali, they are ordained together. Then after ordination, they practice meditation. Then what will happen? In the first wasa, Venerable Bhaddiya became Arahanta together with the other supernatural power. Pope Nivasanosati, remembrance of former life. Devachaku, divine eye. Then Asawakaya is the Arahantship. He attained the 3 knowledges. He became Arahanta within the first wasa. Then Ayasama Anuruddha Devachaku Gohotoa. Then he also practiced meditation. Then he attained divine eyes. But later on, last time I explained Anuruddha Mahavudaka Sutta. At the end of the Anuruddha Mahavudaka Sutta, then he also became Arahanta. Then another one is a Venerable Ananda. He also became Sotapanna within the first wasa. Bhagu Thera, Kimila Thera, then they also practice meditation step by step successfully. Then they became Arahanta. Devadatta, Venerable Devadatta, he also obtained the psychic power. 8 demons and psychic power. Then he can fly in the sky, he can create many different bodies, etc. Such kinds of 80 with that psychic power. Then, when the Buddha was living in Kosambi country, together with many Bhikkhu Sangha, then they have a lot of gain because of power of the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha. They are Dhamma. Then many people went to the monastery to offer many things to Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha. Then when they arrived in the monastery, they said, Kuhen Sata, where is the Buddha? Kuhen Sariputta Thero, where is the Venerable Sariputta? Kuhen Mahamaugalana Thero, where is the Mahamaugalana Thera? Kuhen Mahakasapo, where is the Mahakasapa? Kuhen Bhaddiya Thero, Kuhen Anuruddha Thero, where is the Bhaddiya, where is the Anuruddha, where is the Ananda, where is the Bhagu Kimila, etc. Then they only approached the 80 great disciples, except Venerable Devadatta. Then what happened? Venerable Devadatta, there's no one who approached Venerable Devadatta. Then Venerable Devadatta have jealousy, is it? Stinginess, jealousy, Asa, material. Then what happened? I was ordained as a bhikkhu together with them. They also ordained from royal family. I also ordained from royal family. But nobody approached me, nobody asked me, nobody offered any requests to me. They only just approached the other bhikkhu from royal families. They only just approached them. he has, he want to have gain, labha sakara, gain in honor, because he is still Puthojana, is it? Although he has attainment, abhinyana, then sometimes the kama chanda nivarana sensual desire for sensual pleasure may torture his mind. Then because of evil mind, is it? Then because of this reason, he also want to make gain. Then how he is thinking? He was thinking, if I persuade one king or Raja, then he will approach me, he will offer me, etc. Then he was thinking. Then he thought to approach Bimbisara king. Or it is also impossible. He became Sotapanna since he met the Buddha the first time. He automatically becomes a Sotapanna. Then he cannot persuade Bimbisara king. Also Kosala king, it is also impossible. He also stayed together with the Buddha and also the wise, his wife Malika is also a very wise person. Then he cannot persuade him. Then finally he thought, Ajatasattu, the son of Bimbisara king, he is still very young. Then he does not know anything. So whatever I say, I persuade him, then he will believe me. Then I will be able to persuade him. Then he decided to persuade Ajatasattu, prince. Then he still has psychic power. That is why he create, the Kumarakavana young boy's body together with many snakes, poisonous snakes. Then he immediately appeared in front of the Ajatasattu prince with the young boy's body. Then Ajatasattu the Ajatasattu prince also was also afraid of him. Then who are you? Then he said, don't worry, I am Devadatta. If you are Devadatta, please show your original body. Then he showed his original body. Then he was, the Ajatasattu prince praised him. When he saw his miracles, psychic power, then since this time, he persuaded Ajatasattu king. Ajatasattu king became his follower. Then whatever he asked, Ajatasattu king do. Then when he approached Ajatasattu king, what happened? 500 rice pots. He offered 500 rice pots to Venerable Devadatta every day. So he also have a lot of gain now. Is it? Then later, he is not satisfied with this gain, Lava Sakara. He wished to be a Buddha. He wished to be a Buddha after killing the Buddha. Then he also encouraged the Ajatasattu prince. Nowadays, our lifespan is not sure, very short. Then, even you may die before becoming, without becoming the king. That is why you should be a king by killing your father. Then I will be a Buddha after killing the Buddha. He says like this, with his ways. Then finally, Ajatasattu king also, you see, by associating with the Devadatta, evil persons, then he killed his father. Then he also, with the support of Ajatasattu king, Venerable Devadatta also trying to attempt the Buddhas to kill. He attempted the Buddhas to kill many times. That he sends many persons to kill the Buddha. Even he also released the Nalagiri elephants. but his attempt was not successful. Finally, he tried to kill himself by, rolling the very big stone from the Gajagutta mountain. Then the Buddha got injury in his top of the toe in this way. He tried to kill the Buddhas many times. Then it was not successful. Then what happened? Finally, many people from the Rajaka country protest the king Ajatasattu. Ajatasattu also killed his father. And also Devadatta is killing the Buddha. He is also making the schism in the Sangha. But he is still supporting. Then many people in the country show their desire, protest. Then what happened? Then the king stopped supporting Venerable Devadatta because of the people in the country. Is it? Then he have no gain again. Then he want to make, the kinds of miracles. Then what happened? He requested from the Buddhas to practice 5 Dhutyangas. 5 Dhutyangas means, okay, his intention is okay. He will break, he will make the schism in the Sangha, breaking the Sanghas. By requesting these 5 things. What are the 5 things? When the Buddha was given the Dhammapada to audience in the Veluvana monastery, then he immediately stand up. Then he requested the Buddha in front of many audience. Bande, there are many bhikkhu sanghas here. Then I wish to request from you, all bhikkhu sanghas should stay in the forest monastery for whole life. So this is Aranyaka Dhutanga. All bhikkhu need to practice Aranyaka Dhutanga. That we should not stay in the village monastery, only just stay in forest monastery. He requests one thing. Then Dhammapada Dhutanga, all bhikkhu should go to the village to collect the alms food. Should not accept invitation or someone invite to their house for alms food. Should not go there. Only just go to the village or cities for alms food. When they send the foods to the monastery, also should not accept. This is we call Dhammapada Dhutanga. He also requests this one. Then another one. Pansukulika, all bhikkhu should wear only Pansukula robe, not the robe offered by devotees. He also requests. Another one is a Rokha Mulika. All bhikkhu should stay in under the tree, should not stay in kuti. This one is a Rokha Mula Dhutanga. Then, Mesa Manda Nakarayong, all bhikkhu should eat only just vegetable. Should not eat any fish and meat. It's okay? Then Venerable Devadatta requests these 5 things from the Buddha. Then he also knows the Buddha will not accept his request. Then, okay, he will make the wonderful thing, miracles within the audience, or they will revere him, or they will respect him, like this. Then when he requests these 5 things from the Buddha, then the Buddha rejected, didn't accept. Okay, if the bhikkhu or whoever bhikkhu wish to stay in the forest, they can stay. Who wish to stay in the village monastery according to their preference, or they can also stay in the village or cities monastery. It depends on their condition. Some they cannot stay in the forest monastery according to their health or their age, etc. Because of this reason, the Buddha prevented his request. According to their desire, they can stay in a forest monastery. Those who wish to stay in village or city monastery, they can also stay according to their condition. Then Dhammapada, if they wish to practice Dutenga, Pinda, but that Dutenga, they can also practice. But some they wish to accept the food from devotee, then no problem, they can also eat such kinds of food from the devotees. Those who wish to wear the Pansukula Chivara, okay, they can wear, they can practice this Dutenga. Those who wish to accept the robe from devotee, they can also accept. They can also wear the robe offered by devotees, no problem, according to their wish. Then those who wish to practice Rokamula Dutenga, who want to stay in the under the tree, according to their wishes, they can stay. If this is not within Wasa, maybe outside of the Wasa, only the Buddha allowed to practice Rokamula Dutenga. But those who wish to stay in Kuti, offered by devotee, they can also stay in the Kuti. Mesamanta, those who don't want to eat fish and meat, then okay, they can stay without eating fish and meat. But according to their condition, if they wish to eat meat and fish, if they resist properly meat, the killer kill those animals, not reference to the bhikkhu or siali, etc., then they are allowed to eat. Is it? Such kinds of things. Then they are allowed. So those who wish to stay, who wish to eat vegetable, they can eat. Those who wish to eat fish and meat, proper fish and meat, they are also allowed to eat. Then the Buddha rejected his request. Then he says, okay, if they cannot practice, we will practice. Or he says like this in front of many audience. Then many people think, oh, even they cannot, many bhikkhu cannot practice, including the Buddha. But Venerable Devadatta can practice these 5 things. Very difficult to practice. Or many people praise him. Many people, respect him. Then at that time he break. Okay, what happened? Your dukkha mochi dukkha mo so maya satin agechetu. Those who wish to escape from suffering, please follow with me. Then many young bhikkhu and the stupid bhikkhu, they have no knowledge in the Buddha's teaching. Then, Venerable Devadatta, that idea is good. So we will follow. So 500 bhikkhu follow with Venerable Devadatta. Then later, he also suppressed the sanghas, the community of sanghas, by doing the different karma in the same sima. The bhikkhu sangha are doing the sangha karma in the sima, but he also do another sangha karma with his follower bhikkhus at the corner of sima, differently. Then they split the sangha, or they break within community or sangha. Then the breaking sangha only can be done by bhikkhu. The other cannot be done, but only just can support. Or Venerable Devadatta make the schism in the sangha. Is it? Then what happened? Then later he also brought those 500 follower bhikkhus to Gaya Sisa. Then they stay in Gaya Sisa. Then the Buddha encouraged Venerable Sri Buddha and Venerable Moggallana to admonish to them. Then Venerable Sri Buddha and Moggallana went to Gaya Sisa. Then Venerable Sri Buddha admonished. Then we call Anusasani Patihariya, gave instructions to them. After that, he gave Dhamma talk. Anusasani Patihariya, Adesana Patihariya. Then they became Sotapanna. Later on, Venerable Moggallana showed many psychic powers to them. Then when their mind is soft, then Venerable Moggallana also gave Dhamma talk to them. Then they became Arahanta. Then they came to the Buddha by skyway. Then at that time, only just Venerable Devadatta, Kogalika, and a few bhikkhu remained there. Then Kogalika also hit Venerable with his knee to Venerable Devadatta. on his chest. Then he got injury in his heart. Then he also, the blood also come out from his mouth. Then he got very serious disease in his body, about 9 months. But later on, he understood he is going to die with this injury, this disease. Then before passing away, he wished to see the Buddha. He wished to pay homage to the Buddha. Then he asked his disciples to carry his body to the Buddha. Then at first they didn't want to carry, but later, according to his request, they carry his body to the Buddha with the bed, kinds of beds, kinds of seats. Is it? When the Buddha heard the news, the Buddha says, Devadatta cannot see me with his body in this present life. He has no opportunity to see me in this present life with this body. The Buddha says like this. When they came to the Buddha, that time the Buddha was in Jetavana monastery. Then many bhikkhu sangha, some bhikkhus carried Devadatta's body with the bed. And at the gate of Jetavana monastery, there is also the one lake. Then they are very tired. Then they wish to take shower, take bath in this lake. Then they put Devadatta's body, Devadatta's bed near the bank of the lake. Then they are taking bath on the lake, in the lake. That time, whenever Devadatta get down from the bed, then what happened? As soon as he put his feet on the ground, then automatically sink his feet into the earth, enter into the earth. Okay, then he paid homage to the Buddha from far away. Actually, he couldn't see the Buddha outside of the Jetavana monastery. Then later, slowly, his legs enter into the earth, up to the knee. Later on, head. Later on, waist. Later on, chest. Later, then the whole body sank into the earth. So his body was swollen by the earth. He couldn't see the Buddha. Then fall into Oizi hair. What happened? Then he insulted the Buddha by many ways. He also accused, he also make many disturbance towards the Buddha many times. Finally, then even he wished to apologize the Buddha. He wished to apologize the Buddha, but no chance to apologize. Then he fell into Oizi hair. Now he is still in Oizi hair. Ajatasattva came also in Oizi hair because he associated with the Devadatta. Is it? Then what happened? Okay, then long story. Then finally, then many bhikkhu sangha have this speakings. Whenever Devadatta, before passing away, he also suffered a lot in this present life. Then after passing away, he also fell into Oizi hair. Now he experienced a lot of suffering in the Oizi hair, more than in human life. When they are having conversation each other, then the Buddha taught this stanzas to the bhikkhu sangha. Ita tapati, peja tapati, papa kari upyata tapati, papa megatani tapati, penyo tapati, dogadengato. Just not the evil doer suffers here and hereafter. He suffers in both the worlds. The thoughts evil have I done torments him, and he suffers even more than going to runs or wool or woeful state. Is it? Then Very easy. And Idatapati, when he was a human being, he also suffered a lot before passing away. After committing a lot of bad things towards the Buddha. Then, Pechatapati, after passing away, because of his evil karma, then he also fell into wizzy head. Then he suffered a lot. So, he experienced a lot of suffering in both lives, both worlds. Papa Mekatandi Tapati, I have done a lot of evil things. When he thinks in this way, when he remember his demerits, akusala, evil things, then he will feel a lot of suffering. Payotapati Tokadingador, sure. When he is in a wizzy head, then he will experience a lot of suffering. Then how he is experiencing the suffering in the head also composed in the commentary, but it may take a long time, is it? Then no need to mention here. Then by knowing this, taking the example of Venerable Devadatta, then you should try to avoid doing the evil thing. You only just trying to accumulate kusala. Or if you realize Nibbana in this very life, then you will completely escape from the suffering, falling into the fourfold stage. Is it? Then maybe able to practice to realize Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana pasyo hotu. Sadhu sadhu anumodami. Sadhu anumoditabam. Amami kamitabam. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana pasyo hotu.